Let's play! Whoa! Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You all may call me Pharaoh, and welcome back to Let's Play Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Last time we left off, we went through Chapter 2, where we were going all around St. Mystere trying to find Claudia, and we did. Of course, we were solving puzzles and everything else along the way. And then we found out murder happened. It turns out that Simon, I guess the nephew of, one of the nephews of Baron Augustus Reinhold, whatever his name is, looks like he was killed. And so more mystery. I was going to continue where I was, but apparently this game does a cool thing about, you know, you start the game from a continue and it gives you a little synopsis. So figured it might be nice to show off. Our story so far. The professor and Luke make their way successfully to Reinhold Manor, where they meet Lady Dahlia. But before they can start talking, a loud noise startles Lady Dahlia's cat, Claudia, who runs off. The professor and Luke are now forced to find the missing feline. Which we did. Yes, I was going to say, didn't we? But, yeah. What happened, guys?
Imagine a murder in this very house. It brings a chill to my spine, it does. You're a detective, are you not? Do hurry and find a monster that did this.
My good sir, I am no detective, although I guess I can see why people assume that. But I agree that your concerns are certainly warranted. No one is safe until that criminal is behind bars.
My sentiments exactly. I just don't understand it. Simon could be snide, but he wasn't a type to be hated. If the criminal was after my brother's fortune, I could very well be this fiend's next target.
You have a point. If we narrow the motive to stealing the Reinhold fortune, there are a few potential suspects.
Good gracious, you don't think I'd do something like this now? Simon and I got along very well, I'll have you know. He wasn't very close of Augustus, though. You know, all this talk of families has me contemplating a puzzle I once heard.
Damn it, already a puzzle, Gordon? Number 27, Bickering Brothers. 6 brothers have gathered around a table to eat dinner. Each of the brothers is prone to fighting with the siblings directly above and below him in age, and can't be seated next to either of them. Also, brothers 3 and 5 got into an argument the other day and refused to sit next to each other. The eldest brother, 1, has already sat down at the big table and is waiting for the others to start eating. Can you find a seating arrangement that will keep everybody from fighting with each other? Okay. Very famous puzzle, I guess. You see these quite a bit. Actually, there is a game that came out like a month or so back about like, is this seat taken or something like that. It's quite fun. I was actually going to cover it or like stream it. I don't know, but it's kind of this concept. You know, certain people don't want to be seated somewhere or they want to be somewhere not next to somebody. So hopefully this shouldn't be too bad. So 3 and 5 can't be next to each other because they got an argument, and we can't have anybody that's in age directly below or above them sitting next to anybody. I guess the easiest thing right now is probably put 3 on either side, and then 5, well, obviously can't be put here. So one of these. Anytime there's like a dilemma like this, they don't want to sit next to each other, I kind of just put a diagonal and see how that works. I mean, a lot of this is more so, I can already tell this is not going to work. Maybe put them here? No, that's not going to work either. Maybe there. Can't be put there. That works. Yeah, well, that makes sense, right? So they said 3 to 5 refuse to sit next to each other. I don't think they mean, when they say next to each other, I think they literally mean right next to each other, not across. So that's something I gotta be careful about. Nobody is directly 1 or... Yeah, okay, I think this is easy enough. Yeah, okay.
I think I've got it.
I lost my train of thought. I was going to mention something and I forgot what, but...
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Yeah, I mean, these type of puzzles, I mean, especially when there's not that many, you can kind of brute force it, but that wasn't hard. Good job. Set the boys as shown, and there shouldn't be any problems. The mirror image of the seating arrangement is also a valid answer. Okay, finally, a meal in peace.
Oh, yeah, so that's the answer. Thank you for clearing that puzzle, but we're still no closer to finding Simon's killer. I totally forgot what we're doing. I assure you, I had nothing to do with it, so please go out and find the real murderer.
Of course. I understand your position. It appears I am a suspect, too. I'll find out what I can. Another strange gizmo. Okay. Well, let's see if you have anything to say, Matthew. Matthew, did you notice any strange characters around the manor at the time of the incident?
Not a soul, I'm afraid. I didn't even know about Master Simon until Inspector Chemley showed up.
And where is Simon's body now?
I didn't see this, but I was told that the Inspector carried a body out shortly after arriving.
I see. Well, looks like for the moment we are without a lead on the case.
Ah, but you know, I found this in the room where Master Simon's body was discovered. A puzzle!
Oh. What is this?
I'm sorry to say I have no idea, but I thought it might be a clue, so I made sure to hold on to it.
It looks like a cog, yeah. Amazing. It's a cog so small that one can search a room and miss it. Look, it has an engraving. Alright. So many mysteries.
Small cog? Now that you mention it, I know a puzzle about an object that almost fits that description.
What? Are you joking? A puzzle at a time like this?
Luke, there's always times for puzzles, even there's a zillion people murdered. Number 28, find the dot. You are holding an 8-pointed shape with a red dot on it. If you hold the shape so that the red dot is in the position shown in diagram A, then flip it over, you'll see a black dot as depicted below. Now, assume you're holding the shape as shown on the left side of diagram B. Where will the black dot be when you flip the shape over? Draw a circle around where you think the black dot should go. Okay. If I can draw on this a little bit, I can. So obviously we have this here, and by flipping it, it ends up being over here to the right. So to say, like, it kind of shifts to... I mean, that's not the right way to look at it, but... Although, hold on, I got an idea. I guess another way we can take a look at it is, like, here's this black dot. You can say, like, oh, it's like the inverse of, like, this spot right here. Which is, like, what, 2 spaces away. I wonder if it's kind of the same. If we take that type of thought, we have this, obviously the red dot in the diagram B. If we move that to over here and flip it, it should be here? I think I'm looking at this right. I mean... I'm also trying to wonder here. One, two. If we move this... to where that is... No, I think I'm thinking about this too much. Let's go with my original thing here, and let's see if this is correct. I think it was.
That should do it.
I wonder if I just have the right logic there, though.
Every puzzle has an answer.
That might be one I was thinking a little bit too simply about. Well, let's see. Take a look at a diagram for the answer. Okay, so the black dot's position when A is face forward, and the black dot's position when A faces backward. Now, we get that. So rotate A to make B. When B faces backward, the black dot is in the lower right. Okay. I kind of see what they... Okay, I kind of somewhat had somewhat of the same logic where they took two, and then they flipped it around, boom, there's the black dot on the left-hand side of A. So it's like if you did the same thing with B, you move it 2 spaces and flip it, that's where the black dot... Okay, alright.
My apologies, but I'm afraid I don't know anything that would aid your investigation.
Not at all. The small gear is more than enough for us to go on. But I do wonder why you're giving this to us.
I believe you are a good man, Professor. I am confident you will put the whole of this puzzle together.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, Matthew. Found another strange gizmo. That sucks that It sucks I can't really charge my phone very well because the charging port just seems to be loose. I know I mentioned it before, and at this point, it's like I don't want to get a new phone, like, at least until, like, whenever they announce new ones. I don't know. It's a lot of damn money. Alright, let's, oh, there's Chumley, but, let's quickly put these 2 new gizmos together. Look at that, we're almost halfway done with this mystery gadget. I wonder what the hell it could be. Alright, what do you got to say?
Is this everyone who was present at the site of the crime?
I believe we're missing Ramon, sir. Ramon? Where is he? What on earth is he doing? Matthew, fetch Ramon at once.
To be honest, madam, thinking on it, I've not seen Ramon for a few hours now. What? Don't tell me he has taken as well. No, hold on a moment. He's a suspect too. Perhaps he fled the scene of the crime.
Where could he be at a time like this? What if the murderer got Ramon too? I mean, maybe? Can I talk to you again? Hey, where did Lady Dahlia go?
I believe Madam is retired to the adjoining room to relax on her own. She's a strong woman, but it's totally natural she needs to rest after a terrible event like this.
Very well then, would you please let her know that I have something I'd like to talk to her about?
But of course, Professor, please wait here.
Lady Dahlia might act like an ice queen, but I guess even she was shaken by today's events.
Luke, if you wish to ever become a true gentleman, you'll need to start showing a little more sensitivity. No.
Oh, of course, Professor. I apologize. That was wrong of me.
Madam will see you now. Just head back through that doorway on the left.
Oh, okay, good. Let's see. There she is, but first and foremost, let's go ahead and grab a few of those hint coins. We do have one on the chair there. Also one by the flowers. And also somewhere next to Lady Dahlia, I think the cabinet somewhere. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Lady Dahlia, I have a deep suspicion this murder is connected to the mystery of the golden apple.
What?
It's too early to say for sure, but I think it's highly probable the 2 matters are linked.
And you think that Ramon is somehow involved in all this?
Potentially, yes. However, as of yet, we don't have enough information to draw any solid conclusions.
I see. If that's the case, I have a request for you, Professor. Find Ramon and bring him back here to me. It sickens me that I am being considered a suspect in this brutal crime. I must prove my innocence at once.
As you wish, Lady Dahlia. We will ask around town to see what we can find.
I appreciate your help, Professor. Well then, I'll be awaiting the good news. I'll be awaiting the good news in the parlor.
Chapter 3, The Missing Servant. Comb St. Mystere for clues about Ramon's disappearance. Yes, of course we'll save. Alright. I don't know if there's really anything else here. We got the hint coins, so... Although... Picture.
Baby!
Look at this picture.
What is it, Professor? Ew, isn't it Lady Dahlia? She's holding a baby!
That baby must be Baron Reinhold's daughter, then.
Flora was her name, wasn't it? Gosh, what a cute baby. Lady Dahlia hasn't changed much, has she?
You know, Luke, they say true beauty never ages.
I suppose so, Professor. But even so, it makes me wonder, maybe we can ask Lady Dahlia about it.
Maybe. I don't see why not. Apparently there is another hint coin here. There it is. I guess it may be only available at this point in time, so just as a heads up there. Alright.
By the way, Mr. Layton, I hear you're something of a puzzle connoisseur. This puzzle was popular in London when I left. I wonder if you have what it takes to solve it.
Throw it at me, buddy. What do we got? Number 29, 5 suspects, 20 picarettes. 5 suspects are called into police headquarters for questioning. They give the following statements. A. 1 of the 5 of us is lying. B. 2 of the 5 of us are lying. C. I know these guys and 3 of the 5 are lying. D. Don't listen to a word they say. Out of the 5 of us, 4 are lying. And E. All of us are dirty, rotten liars. The police only want to release the suspects who are telling the truth. How many people should they let go? You know, I was never very good at these. I swear, a lot of horror games have something like this. Like, I don't know if you guys remember when I played or streamed The Cat Lady years ago. They had something similar like this, and I can't even remember how well I did there. Excuse me. So, the police only want to release the suspects who are telling the truth. I'm trying to narrow it down, like, who can we absolutely say is lying, and I think off the bat, like, the letter E, all 5 of us are dirty, rotten liars. Like, in that statement alone, wouldn't they be considered a liar? So, there's at least one person who's going down, so it's not E. I guess we try breaking it down from the rest. Like, 1 of the 5 of us is lying. I'm trying to think of the logic behind this. Like, it was a sense where it's like you have to, like, take the statement and see, like, if it can be true amongst the other, like, basically the other statements. So, and I'm trying to understand that, but... So, if 1 of the 5 of us is lying, then... I don't know if it'd be a matter of saying, like, the others, in some capacity, would have to say the same thing. Because they're saying one of the 5 of us is lying. Okay, fine. Let's just say B was lying then. But that would mean that C, D, and E would have to also be telling the truth. And we know that can't be right. So I guess that would be A technically would be lying as well. And I think we kind of follow the same logic for B. Then the two others should be saying the exact same thing, or should be telling the truth, and they're not. So I guess it does come down to, like C and D. I know these guys, and 3 of the 5 of us are lying. Don't listen to a word they say. Out of the 5 of us, 4 are lying. Why am I leaning... Man, I don't want to spend so much time on this. I'm also trying to wonder how I want to handle this. Like, I don't really want to get anything wrong. And also in the sense that I played this before, so I can't really say, like, these are completely blind to me. I literally just can't remember some of these puzzles. Stuff like, you know, that the liquid pouring one in the restaurant. Yeah, that one I just remember vividly because I just hate those puzzles. Or like the sliding puzzles we'll definitely see later on. But this, I'm really trying to remember, and I thought it did end up being D. But I'm going back and forth between that and C. I'm just trying to figure out the logic. Let me go with D. So that means that how many people should they let go? In that essence, it would just be one person. That one. Okay, no, that was right.
Luke, here's my answer.
I think it's because if we chose D...
Critical thinking is the key to success.
I wouldn't have put that for 20 pick rats. From my thinking, anyway. Every suspect accused a different number of people. If anyone was telling the truth, it had to be one suspect, no more, no less. The only suspect whose statement fits that condition is D. It looks like he's a free man now. So every suspect accused a different number of people. Okay, if anyone was telling the truth, it had to be one suspect, no more, no less. Okay.
Suppose I should have given you a tougher puzzle to solve. Please don't. You do best to use that brain of yours to find that golden apple everyone has a buzz about.
Alright, another gizmo. Wait, Dolly, I don't know if you have anything else to add.
Pardon me, but we happened upon an adorable picture of you and your daughter Flora a moment ago. I beg your pardon? The picture of you holding a baby. The one that sits in the next room. I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've never had any children. Huh? My apologies, madam. I must have been mistaken. At any rate, time is of the essence here. Go find Ramon and bring him back, would you? If that's not Lady Dahlia in the photograph, then who on earth could it be?
I think we do well to ask the butler a few questions. Perhaps he can clear this up for us. Or why don't you guys show her the picture? It's in her room. Okay, whatever. Matthew, do you know what the hell's going on? Ah, Matthew, do you have a moment?
Certainly, sir. How can I help you?
It's about the picture of Lady Dahlia downstairs. The one of her holding a small child.
Oh, yes, about that old picture. That's not Lady Dahlia, I'm afraid. It's a picture of Baron Reinhold's former wife. But I certainly...
Sorry, I had to pick up a charger. Get out of here.
I certainly understand why you would mistake one for the other. They were virtually identical in their appearance, their gesture, and even in the way they moved.
It's a little creepy.
So that photo isn't Lady Dahlia, but of an earlier wife of the Baron. Wow! Imagine finding someone who looks that much like you. What are the odds?
Is there any chance the two were relatives of one another? Was he a bit kinky?
I'd never heard anything to suggest as much, sir. It just happened one day. The Baron arrived home and at his side was Lady Dahlia. I'm sorry to say that's all I really know about the matter.
Not at all. You've been most helpful. Thank you, Matthew.
How odd. The more I hear, the stranger the whole affair starts to sound.
That is odd. But I guess we're just not going to do anything about it? I mean, I don't know. It seems like that's something that we really should talk more about or whatever, but okay. Claudia, what the hell do you have in your mouth? Glasses. Is that Simon's?
These are
Simon's glasses. But how on earth did they end up here?
This could be a key clue to an investigation. I think it best that if we brought this to Inspector Chemley. I can never say his damn name right.
What's the matter, Mr. Layton?
Inspector, take a look at these. These glasses belong to Simon. We found them out in the garden.
What the... I imagine it simply fell off the body when it was being carried out of the village. Besides, if you have enough time to manage a village lost and found, shouldn't you be searching for the Reinhold inheritance or whatever it is you're supposed to be doing? Of course, if you continue to interrupt my investigation, I have some ideas of what you can do.
My sincerest apologies, Inspector.
I don't like that Chemley one bit. He reeks of smoke and he's so full of himself. And the way he treats you, Professor, is just too much.
Luke, my boy, pay it no mind. Right now, we have other priorities. Let's go ask around town and find Ramon. Ever a gentleman, Layton. Ever a gentleman. Alright. Let's head back out. Old lady! Forgot your name again.
Look at you fretting away there. Whatever's the matter?
Sorry to trouble you, but did you see Ramon around here today? He was here until just a while ago.
No, I can't say I've seen him today, which is strange, considering how often he sneaks off the job. But enough of that. I hear you're quite an ace of puzzles. Would you mind helping me out with a puzzle I've been mulling over?
Oh, right now? We're sort of in the middle of something right now, but if you insist. You can never turn it away. Number 30, one-line puzzle 1? Have you heard of the one-line puzzle? The idea is to place your pen to paper and draw a shape without lifting your pen from the pad or retracing any part of the line. You can, however, cross lines. Not familiar with the concept. Look at the 4 pictures below. One of them cannot be drawn with one line. Which one is it? Okay, this is going to be stupid, but let's see. My drawing skills. Does that work? I think that works, right? Because they said we can cross, but we're not retrace anything, right? So I assume this one's just a bunch of zigzags. It might be, but I might be doing it wrong. Yeah, I'm almost positive I'm doing this one wrong. Let me try something else. How the hell am I gonna do the... I'm totally effing this one up. But I have an inkling it might be this, just because I can't really see how I can cross from the roof or like the sides of it. A car, on the other hand. And sometimes it might also depend on like where exactly you start the puzzle. So I'm almost positive the circle and the car are fine. I want to say this is fine too. But for the life of me, I can't really... Man. I do want to say it's the barn. Okay. All right.
That should do it.
Like that puzzle I was vaguely remembering.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
But did I use maybe a pen and paper? I think maybe that was a lot easier than just strictly using the functionality here on the DS, but... Okay, that's actually a very easy way to tell whether or not a given picture has been drawn in one stroke. This method will be revealed to you after you solve one more of these riddles. Oh, screw you, game. So it actually just kind of tell you like where they start and what they do. Well, funny enough, the way I drew the circle and the car definitely were different. Were definitely different, but I still arrived at the same conclusion. The top right, though, that's what's bothering me. Oh, they started from the left, went around the border, and when they went around to the right, they just kept circling, sort of like spiraling. Oh, okay, that makes much more sense. Okay. Well, I guess we got another one of those to do, at the very least. That's some fine work there. I was stuck in this puzzle for I don't know how long. Ah, you there, boy. I just had a terrible vision of you running into trouble tonight. So be careful out there, alright? Well, that was a welcome piece of news. But don't worry about me, because I don't scare easily. Alright. More gizmos I can add as well. Let's go ahead and do that really quick. I just wonder what the hell we're making. Alright. Let's go ahead and continue. Hey, did you see her, see Ramon?
Hey, you two, what are you up to? Let me in on the street secret. Oh, I got it. Don't tell me. I told you I got it. I was searching for somebody, huh? In the streets for info, yeah? Sorry, I haven't seen your man.
Are you sure you didn't see or hear anything that might help us?
No, I got nothing for you. Quit asking me about it, sheesh.
I see. Well, in any case, thank you for your time.
Oh yeah, good luck with your crazy search. 2 crazy kids on a crazy search, right? Right. But definitely do not go poking around the tower on the north side of town. Got it? Yeah, you got it.
The tower on the north side of town? How do you even get to that part of town? Do you remember that clock tower in the square? I believe you must pass through it to get to the north side of town. Let's go check it out. Alright. But apparently there is another puzzle if you speak to him one more time.
Hey, I see you're really busy investigating as always, yeah? Yeah, of course you are. Thing is, I got a hot puzzle here, and there's no way I'm waiting until later to show you. So hold that investigation, Professor. You got a puzzle to solve.
Number 31, racetrack riddle. The distance 3 racehorses can run around a racetrack in 1 minute is listed below. How many they can run around the racetrack in 1 minute. So horse A can do 2 laps, horse B can do 3 laps, and horse C can do 4. The horses line up at the starting line and start running in the same direction. How many minutes will pass before all 3 horses line up at the starting line again? Wait. I don't know if this is another, like, weird trick question. The distance 3 racers can run around a racetrack in 1 minute. Will it still not be a singular minute? Or is there some math involved that I'm just not getting? Horse A is 2 laps. Is it 2 laps a minute? Horse B can do 3 laps a minute. Yeah, well, I think in any capacity, it's still going to be 1. But there must be some math attributed to it. Or do we just divide each one? Like, it's like, okay, like, it takes horse A 30 seconds each, right? And then horse B would be 20 seconds each. And like, what, horse C 15 seconds? The only one I'm a little bit iffy on is B. Because I can see, like, in the 30-second mark, at least horse A and C will meet up in 30 seconds. B, though, if we say that they do 3 laps a minute, that's 20 seconds. How many minutes will pass before all 3 horses line up at the starting line again? Yeah, I think it's going to take an actual minute. Let's see if I got that one right. Yeah, okay.
That should do it.
It seems simple enough, but once again, I'm wondering if the logic, did I have it right? In 1 minute, horse A will have done 2 laps, horse B will have done 3, and horse C will have done 4, and all the horses will be lined up at the starting line. Yeah, I think I was thinking about it way too damn hard. They do kind of have what I was talking about there, where A and C do line up eventually at 30 seconds, but at the end of the day, I mean, horse B wasn't going to. So, okay. Alright, no, I see.
Hey, nice one. You're pretty slick with puzzles. Guess that's why you got that top hat, huh? Thought so. Alright then, Professor. Since you did such a good job, I suppose I'll let you pass through.
Dude, shut up. You're like, I don't know why the hell Layton and Luke are even thinking, like, oh my god, we can't get around him. Just, no, dude, shut up. Alright, there is actually another puzzle. We go back to the general store here, and we touch the jar.
Those candies look absolutely scrumptious, don't they? Luke, those candies just gave me a splendid idea for a puzzle. Have a listen to this.
Alrighty. Pick-a-rat. Oh, dear God, it's not called Pick-a-rats. Number 32, candy jars. You have 10 jars filled with 50 pieces of candy each. Then you then pour the candy into small bags and attempt to get half a jar in each bag. Now you have 20 bags of candy. What is the percentage likelihood that there are an average of 25 pieces of candy in a single sack? God, I hate percentages. So we have 10 jars, 50 pieces candy each. And then we attempt to put all of it, and now we have 20 bags of candy. I don't know if it matters if we times that by 2. Either way. So we had 10 jars that equates 20 bags. What is the percentage likelihood that there are an average of 25 pieces of candy in a single sack? Well, there's 10 pieces, right, 10 jars, and am I thinking about this right? There's 50? So that means in total 500 pieces of candy, right? Don't know if I divide that by 20, I guess? Am I doing my math right? I am probably not. What even is that? So I was always very crappy when it came to math. Like, I would just whip out a calculator just to save myself a damn headache. I know I'm not the brightest when it comes to, like, crap like this, but, I mean, I'll admit it. Okay, it is 25. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. It's 25. So, what is the percentage likelihood that there is an average of 25 pieces of candy in a single sack? Now, once again, would it not just be... Well, it sounds like it would be 100, right? If this math is correct. So... I mean, this isn't yet. Okay, we'll just go with 100. That is not... There we go. Okay, that was it.
I think I've got it.
I was a little bit iffy about that, but, like, the math checks out.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Very good. You have 50 pieces of candy in 10 jars, giving you a total of 500 pieces of candy. Okay. I divided that by 20 bags, so of course the mathematical average of this will be 25 pieces a bag. Okay. See, sometimes I will overthink. That's just always been a stupid trait of mine. And it doesn't seem like, oh, well, that seemed easy enough. That can't be it. No, but that mathematically, that makes sense. There we are. Once you discern what the question is saying, the problem is a rather simple one, isn't it? Yeah, okay. And there's also another puzzle if we click on the candle again. Oh, look, another candle, Luke. That reminds me, have you heard of this one before? Professor, if that's the other puzzle we just did, I'm gonna... Light which one? You have only one match left. You want to light the room with an oil lamp, start a fire to warm the room, and heat your bathwater. In order to complete all the above actions, which of these should you light first? You're trying to trick me again. We have a singular match. You want to light the room, you want to light the oil lamp, you want to start a fire, and heat the bathwater. You need a damn match. So, you need to light the match. And the fact that you can select the match is a thing. Okay.
I think
that wasn't hard at all, but dear God, you were going to make me overthink that one too.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
That's right. The first thing you need to light is the match itself. Without a fire source, how could you possibly start to take care of the lamp, bathwater, or fireplace? Now, see, I was going to say, I'm like, well, how the hell... Yeah, like, is that match going to last long enough for the oil lamp, the fireplace, and the bathwater? But we don't need to worry about that. Wonderful work, Luke. That is indeed the answer. I don't see anyone minding the shop at the moment. Perhaps we should leave for now. Nobody was there beforehand. A pine bed? I mean, I don't see why neither one wouldn't I don't... Let's give it to Layton. I guess he likes it. Let me double check that one. First off, we got a couple more gizmos I still gotta enter. Just 7 more to go. Alright. There's the pine bed, right? The finish on this frame is just lovely. You know, yeah, he likes it. I feel bad for Luke. He has nothing. Yes, it's basic, but it does the trick. Yeah, I don't think he... Well, he seems like he's okay with it, but... I think Layton likes it better. So, Luke, you get nothing. Until you're more appreciative of what I give you, you know, you just get literally nothing. Alright. Well, that is all that's here. So let's head back to the plaza. That's the clock tower you were talking about, right, Professor? Yes, quite. Someone's standing under the entrance. Who could it be? Crap, I forgot your name. Was he here before as well? I think so. I think he's the one who told us about the area to the west. Hey there, you've been pretty busy solving puzzles, yeah? If you want to pass through here, you need to have solved at least 12 puzzles first. But it looks like you've already done that. Well, I guess I just lied to you then. If you really want to pass through here, you'll also gotta have to solve one more puzzle. Screw you, dude. Alright. Strange dots. The dice below look normal enough, but if you look carefully, you should see a pattern start to emerge. You know the following. A is 0, B is 9, C is 6. So what does the D correspond to? Okay, easy enough. Well, at first I was going to say, oh, just the pattern seems like, you know, -3 each. But... Which it could be, but... I think it's also supposed to be, like... the time on a clock. Like, you know, the dice, for example, A, both is pointing to the top. Midnight, whatever you want to call it, but it'll be, like, 0. But... B, it's facing towards the 9 o'clock position. C will be a 6 o'clock position. So that's another way to look at it. So I think either way of logic works, but should be 3. All right. Yeah, that was easy enough.
Luke, here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
Let's see what the game has to say. All right. So the dots on each die represent the hands of the analog clock. Okay. So, that was the way the game wanted you to do it, but the way I thought about it as well is like, yeah, it seems like they just keep removing 3, I guess, but, you know, that would have been, we failed it successfully, I guess. Way to go! You've earned it, mister, so come on through. Are you still after that scary cat? We are looking for one of the Reinhold's employees now. He's a man by the name of Ramon. You haven't seen him about, have you? Ramon, huh? Yeah, I think I might have. Oh gosh, where'd I see that guy? Maybe you're better off asking someone else. Go ask Lucy. She's standing under the clock tower. Alright, another strange gizmo. Oh? Yay! We can finally pass through the clock tower to the north side of town. How exciting! I can't wait to see what's in store for us there. Well, hold on a minute. Can we... Let's go back really quick. Apparently, there's something else we can do. Actually, wait. Do I talk to you or not? Is it true that you're saying what they're saying about a murder at Reinhold Manor? A murder in a little village. The very thought gives me goosebumps and a great idea for a novel. Oh hey, excuse my insensitivity. I'm just always on the lookout for new ideas. How can I help you? We're looking for Ramon. Have you seen him around? No, I can't say that I've seen him today. But if your search around town has turned up nothing, he's probably at the park or in the tower. You know, somewhere around the villagers don't normally go. The tower, huh?
Oh, you should stay as far from that tower as possible. There are all sorts of bad rumors about it. It sure seems that way. We keep running into people who say that. It should, wait, just what are these rumors? Just, bad stuff. There's something really scary about that tower. I'm not talking about the craftsmanship either.
I mean, it is pretty scary looking, though. You have anything else to tell us?
Still no luck finding the villain? What an odd world we live in. Well, you know what they say, truth is stranger than fiction. Speaking of fiction, I just thought of this little gem. Please give me honest feedback on it.
Maybe I shouldn't have talked to you, but whatever. Let's see. How many sheets? Oh, crap. Several rectangular sheets of transparent film are arranged on top of each other as shown. The lines represent areas where one sheet overlaps another. At the thickest point of this pile, how many sheets are overlapping? Oh, God. Okay, it's gonna... Like, part of me wants to, like, oh, wouldn't it be simple just to work from the middle and then work outwards? So I guess it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Or is it... What would be the 1, 2, 3? I'm confusing myself here. Like, I want to focus on like a particular square. So I'm trying, if it makes sense, I'm trying to look at this one maybe, like that. I'm sure that helps. I think that's fourth one. Is it 4 or 5? Or is it, yeah, it's like, I'm trying to look at, trying to look at this particular square. So, there's this one, that one, that one, that one. Is there a 5th one? Like, well, this, right? When, shoot, I'll be right back. I'm gonna try counting this a little bit better. Okay, trying to work this out. I mean, see, sometimes like when I get the puzzles like this, it is still sometimes better having a piece of paper and like kind of doing it on your own instead of like using this memo thing here, but it's like, we gotta remember what it says, like there's a bunch of sheets on top of one another, and then lines represent areas where one sheet overlaps with another. So it's like the first and foremost, we gotta try finding that thickest point, and I think it is around this like general area-ish. I think it's still 4 or 5. Although I think it might be 5. Or is it 4? Damn, I really don't want to use any hint coins or get anything wrong. may have to eventually break that damn rule, but, like, I'm trying to give myself a little bit more leeway here because I played this before. It's like, I should remember this in some capacity. I just can't. I mean, I kept saying 5 before. I just don't know if I'm... Let's just try. Okay, it was 5.
Luke, here's my answer.
I just don't know if my math was correct and I work it out correctly.
Success.
It seems straightforward, but it's quite formidable when you get right down to it. Yeah, okay, that definitely is a lot. Because I guess I was thinking of it, like, originally I was thinking of it of like a one whole piece or one whole sheet of paper, and then trying to count the lines that may seem to overlap it. I think that was kind of getting me around 4. But when I was focusing around that middle left section, that is indeed where that thickest point would be. Yeah. Ugh. It's definitely when they color code it, yeah, it's a lot simpler, right? But looking at the original diagram, that was a little rough. Beautiful work. But I think the puzzles I write into my next novel will be even harder than that one. If you have time, stop by later. I'm sure to have an utterly fascinating puzzle prepared for you by then. Please no. Another strange gizmo. Alright. We can also go into the town hall again. I guess this guy might have something else for us. I hear you've been investigating St. Mystere. Feel free to continue, but stay away from that tower. That place brings misfortune upon the village, and I strongly advise you to keep your distance. But apparently you have something eventually. I'm a man who likes his templates and forms, and you are a man who likes stamps, yes? I thought so. I have just a puzzle for a man like yourself, then. I strongly advise you make yourself useful and solve this puzzle without bothering me about it. You don't have social skills now, do you? Crap, I didn't even take a look at the name of it. Oh, it's 50 pick rats too? Oh, God. Your friend just got back from the post office where she purchased a sheet of stamps with values ranging from 10 cents to $1. First, your friend cut out the dollar stamp, you see there on the top right, and set it aside. Then she divided the remaining stamps into 7 uniquely shaped bunches, each with a total value of $1. Can you divide this sheet of stamps the same way that your friend did? They did it into 7 uniquely. I think it is in red. Uniquely shaped bunches. So let's start with this first. Kind of funky to do this. I guess that's considered a thing there. Alright. So that's 5, 20, 20, 10. I mean, 5, 20, 20, 10. Yeah, that's $1. 60, 30, 10. That's another $1. 10, 40, 70. I can try this. Right. I'm still gonna have 4 more somehow. That's $1. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need like 3 more here. 30, 30, 10. Uh-oh. I think I was gonna be close, but I'm missing something. Crap. Yeah, no, I'm screwed. Alright, let's try again. I'm trying to figure out how I can incorporate the 80 there on the left. It's either, the only two choices we really got here are either this 80-20 over here, or we can do that. Oh, let's see, we'll just start like this. And then... maybe? Yeah, 30, 10, 80, 100. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe. That's another one. I think I got it. 10, I know you don't see my cursor, but 10, 20, 20, 50 in the top left, that's $1. 10, 60, 20, 10, it's another $1, that's 2. 10, 80, 10, it's 3. 30, 30, 30, 10, that's 4. 20, 70, 10, that's 5. Yeah, I think I got it. Right? Okay, alright. Woo!
That should do it.
That wasn't hard. Once again, sometimes I get a little iffy on how much picarats they give you on something. I'm like, really? That seemed kind of easy. There are several ways to divide all the stamps into $1 groups, but there's only one way, or the groups all form different shapes. And crap, I just realized that. I may have actually just forgotten about the whole thing about having unique shapes, but alright. I knew a stamp aficionado like you could handle this. Now I can finally mail those documents. I strongly advise that you clear the office and let me return to my business. God, you're stupid. Alright. I think, yeah, what time am I at? Let's do one more puzzle. And it's actually in an area we haven't seen yet, or I think we tried to. There seems to be a puzzle embedded in this door. I could have sworn there was nothing there a minute ago. Fascinating. This puzzle appears to be acting as some sort of lock for this door. How delightful. Luke, my boy, why don't you give this puzzle a try? I'm almost certain the door will open if you solve it. Number 58, get the ball out 1. Oh crap, is this one of those sliding puzzles? It sure is! Can you get the red ball out of the maze? Slide obstructing blocks out of the way to clear a path for the ball. This problem can be solved in as few as 12 moves. You know damn well that I am not about to do that. So, once again, this is one of those puzzles that you can inadvertently brute force eventually, but move blocks out of the way by sliding your stylus across them. Move the red ball in a similar fashion, slide the ball to the hole and move into blocks. Alright, let's, already mess up. I kind of just, yeah, like, keep messing around until I eventually find something that seemingly works. Actually, dear, oh, I thought it was close. I feel like I am close. What the hell's the point of all that? I'm an idiot. I'm like doing things that really just don't necessarily make sense. Let me restart this. Maybe getting a little closer. Oh no, I got it. But damn, 12 moves? I keep inverting, like stopping on accident.
guess.
Okay. Alright, that wasn't bad,
Layton's
but
apprentice saves the day.
I can tell that can get really, really worse. With all those blocks in the way, getting your ball to the goal was harder than you expected, wasn't it? I've seen harder. And I think with those types of puzzles, eventually I may just fast forward until I get it, but... Very nice. The door should open right up now. And where does it lead? What the hell? It's a house within a house. But there's more hint coins here. One's in a bucket. One's on top of the chimney there. And one of them is by the bushes. There you go. Well, let's see what you have to say. Who are you? Wow, howdy. Do you often find yourself hopelessly, achingly, painfully stuck on puzzles all the time? Well then, Sonny, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Granny Riddleton's Puzzle Shack. Granny Riddleton? Where can we find this lady? Isn't it obvious? She's right in front of you, idiot! No wonder you have trouble solving puzzles. Yes, you are gazing at the beautiful and clairvoyant Granny Riddleton, guide to the puzzled puzzlers. Beautiful and clairvoyant? Professor, do you know what she's going on about? Fret not, Luke. Why don't you let me do the talking here? Sorry to disturb you, Miss Riddleton, but by clairvoyant, do you mean to say that you have psychic powers? Can you do things like, say, pick a criminal out of a crowd or visualize the location of lost objects? Pshaw, any fortune teller can do that. So what if you can see a few days into the future? Big whoop. My specialty, you see, is puzzles. Oh, what a shocker. Puzzles people forget about. Puzzles people miss. Surely you boys have had a few of those, eh? No need to turn red, it happens to the best of us. No. What I do, you see, is I take those poor lost little puzzles and invite them to come stay with me. Wow, so those puzzles that we tried but weren't able to solve, those puzzles are all here now. It looks like you finally figured out what makes me so amazing, boy. Now go ahead and give a knock on the door of that little shack behind me. Inside you'll find rows of cute little jars, each one of them stuffed with a forgotten puzzle. I bet you can find those lost puzzles of yours somewhere in the midst of all my little pretties. Okay. Excuse me. Well, yeah, I guess if we missed any puzzles, we can go in here and we can find them. Although I guess, well, frankly, I am. What am I? Lost my damn train of thought. I do have a resource letting me know, like, where puzzles are at. Same thing, like, where the hint coins are located. So, it looks like we haven't missed anything, which is good. So, but if we do happen to miss something, it will end up being here. And there was quite a few already that were completely hidden from us. You know, like, I really wouldn't say that the game threw, like, so many mandatory puzzles at us. Like, for example, like we did, like, I don't know what hell number 12 is, actually. Just thought about that. Or 24. And then 36 to 43, and that's another big jump to 58, and then, but good number of ones are in the hundreds. So, I guess in terms of where we are in the story and whatnot, we did find what we needed to find, but that is, I guess, the purpose of Granny Riddleton. Okay, we have 5 mysteries revealed, although, like, not solved, but revealed, and 5 more we still gotta find. I like to say we're making pretty good progress. Oh, another gizmo, too, I forgot to add. Another 2. Well, that's not a little creepy. Just 5 more until the mystery silhouette mystery project is revealed to us. Okay, guys. Excuse me. God, I had a very long day today. Alright. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here today. I know we're not done with the chapter, but I am worried that that these chapters, like, may get, like, really, really long, and I don't want to try forcing a whole chapter into a video if I know that it's not going to work. So that's completely fine. You know, we'll go ahead and continue with chapter 3 in the next video, and simply take things from there. Once again, if you guys have recommendations how you want me to handle the future games and series, please go ahead and let me know. Once again, I'm being a little bit more lenient with myself in this playthrough because I've played the game before, so I can't really say, like, oh my god, this is blind to me. It really isn't. It's just been some time since I played it. So, but after that, yes, the games, at least to my knowledge, did I see? Well, I've seen a few friends LP some of the games, but that definitely, God, I can't recall what was what. Either way, excuse me, if you guys like this way, what I'm doing is, like, I'm finding all the puzzles, finding all the hint coins, let me know, and I'll continue with that moving forward. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, as usual, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time for Let's Play Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Love you all so much, and don't forget to spread that love around. Have a great day, everybody.